In this video, I want to cover how you can effectively monitor your tenant using the admin monitoring feature in Power BI. We're going to go through how you can start using it, what insights you can gather from it, and some of the limitations to bear in mind if you want to start using it. All of that and more. So without further ado, let's get started. Hi, my name is Fernan, and welcome to the Solutions Abroad YouTube channel, where we cover tips, tricks, and best practices when working with Power BI. I upload new videos every week, so make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell icon to get notified when a new one is out. So the admin monitoring feature is currently in a public preview at the moment, and it was released as part of the May 2023 feature update. The aim of this is to provide admins the ability to monitor their whole tenant to see and monitor things like usage, performance, and things like this. Now, this is a little bit different from the usage metrics reports, which I already covered in a previous video, because the usage metrics report is something that you generate on a workspace level. So that means you can, within the workspace, understand and how many items you have within that workspace, which one is most popular, which ones that people visit. The admin monitoring feature is a level above that because it monitors your whole tenant. So that means it looks at all your different workspaces and all different items that you have within your tenant. So the feature is turned on by default. So that means that if you jump straight into your Power BI service here, here we are in my Power BI service, for example. If you are the tenant admin for your service, when you go to your workspaces, you will have this new option here available for you, admin monitoring. So when you enter here for the first time, it will generate these two reports for you, feature, usage, adoption, and Purview Hub. We'll go through them separately later. But what you'll notice is that like the usage metrics reports, you don't have a lot of control with this stuff here. Like, for example, going into the dataset, for example, it wouldn't let you do that. But I think the idea with this admin monitoring is that there's not a lot of setup needed for you to get started. So that means that you don't even need to worry about data refreshes because it does it by itself automatically with no setup. One interesting thing though is, like usage metrics, you can actually connect to these data sets directly and merge this with other data that you might have. So for example, because I am the tenant admin and I have access to these, if I go to Power BI Desktop now, for example, if I start a new Power BI report and I hit Get Data and Power BI Datasets, because I'm logged in as myself, connecting to my Power BI service, you will have the ability to connect to those datasets. So feature, usage, adoption, for example, which gives you access to all the measures and all of those tables to visualize for yourself. But again, this is just an extra thing that you can do, but you don't necessarily need to, because they've set up reports that kind of explores that data for you. It's just more if you wanted to have a bit more insights beyond what they provide. So initially, as I showed you, you will have access to this workspace as the tenant, but obviously like workspaces that exist in the service, you can give access to this and give access to different parts of your team if you wanted to, either on the workspace level or in the report level. So at the moment, we only have access to this, but if we wanted to give it to other people, for example, we can just share it the same way that we do any normal report in Power BI. Now, let's have a look at this report that they have generated for me. Now, unsurprisingly, there's not a lot of data here. I am quite curious why it's not showing me any of my workspaces. However, my tenant is quite new. I've created it, I think maybe a month or two back. So there's not a lot of data here. So I'm going to switch to another screenshot, which the Microsoft team provided as part of the blog post around admin reporting. So this is how the feature, usage, and adoption page would look like if I had some data in it. But essentially, it's basically a Power BI report that has 3 pages. The overview, which gives you, some useful headline information about your tenants, like how many workspaces you have, how many users you have, what are the sort of most active items that you have there, and who are the most active users that are using your tenant. You have 2 other pages here as well. I mean, again, we can't really see much, but it's essentially is meant to kind of analyze your data on a deeper level. So as you can see at the bottom, it's creating a decomposition tree so that you're able to kind of drill down into the different items to see, let's say, which actions are the most popular, or what type of activity is most popular, or, who who is accessing this peak the most. And then lastly, you have the activity details. So this is kind of showing the data that you have in a kind of flat table format, which gives your users or you the ability to export this into Excel if you wanted to analyze this on a deeper level. The Purview Hub is another report that the admin monitoring generates for us. And this report is mainly aimed for sort of compliance with data. So as you can see, it's like the feature monitoring hub. It also catalogs the sort of different items that we have in our tenant. But along with that, it also tries to sort of amalgamate the different kind of data security that we could apply within our tenant. So for example, here in this first page is just an overview. So you can see your different items, how many reports we have, how many data sets we have. And then on the next page, you can see how many reports we have endorsed, which reports are they coming from, are they promoted or certified. All of these I covered already in a previous video. Sensitivity labels. So it's important for you to manage as an admin to make sure that, if you're applying these policies that, let's say you want to make sure that all of your items in your Power BI is classified in some way. So here, this gives you an overview as well as kind of drill down to your different workspaces, to your different reports, to see even to your creator. So who you can point the finger to if they haven't put labels or sensitivity labels in the items that they publish. And you have an inventory report, which is for all intents and purposes, basically the details page. So this lets you add some filters to a simple flat table, which you can then use to export into something like an Excel or a CSV if you want to take it out from Power BI. So those were the two reports that the admin monitoring feature sort of generates for you automatically without you having to do anything. Currently, this feature doesn't need you to have a premium license. From what I understand, even as a pro user like myself, for example, I have this ability, although I have a premium per user license. And from the blog posts that they've written, it seems that to take full advantage of this, you would need to have the premium capacity to be able to take advantage of everything that it offers. The only other limitation that I think you should be aware of if you're using this is this retention period with the 30 days. So that means that if you want to, or if you're tracking and monitoring activities using this reports, that it only retains the last 30 days of that data. So I'm not quite sure if you can even edit this yourself, but at the moment it's currently within this 30-day period. And that's really it for this video. I hope you are now a little bit more familiar with this admin monitoring feature and how you can start using this in Power BI. Thanks for watching. As usual, give this video a like if you found it useful. Give it a dislike if you didn't, so to do better for next time. Ask your questions in the comment section box below so I can help you and you can help others. If you really like this video, we have a Patreon page where you can support the channel and get exclusive perks like early access, demo files, and credits at the end of these videos. Thanks again for watching and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.